Get a fucking recap done.
No?
Get a recap done. People are waiting on the recap. Get it done.
That's fine. You can wait.
Get a recap done. Get a recap done. I'm in full recording.
Buddy, you back as well. Let's recap. Very
I
good.
didn't get my balls out, but it sounds away.
Boys, a push. Right, go recap.
Recap.
Go recap.
I can't get a recap. I was deep for most of the session, so.
Technically, you only.
That was. What the fuck? Stop being a wee deacon.
Good recap.
Yeah, man, we're doing well.
Good recap.
I'm not doing a recap again. I done it last week. Somebody get fucking done.
Yeah, Cross did it. I'm not doing
Why are you not doing it?
it. Why did it?
You've not done
Why?
it in like 4 weeks?
That's right.
Turn that music. Oh fuck the thingies.
Found out from fucking.
Oh,
We
God.
found out from Brunhilde about. Was it rumours about old folklore in the cave that had different names? One of them was the revival chamber.
Rebirth cave.
chamber.
Cheers, Andy. That was meant to be muted anyway.
And we weighed up the options on whether it could be real or whether it's anybody's ever had a chance or anybody's ever came back, and we thought it probably would have been best just to take his body back and lay it to rest back at his home. We took it back to his house, and we had a ceremony for it with Brunhilde and Helga there also. Said some lots to
Touch
have a
lips.
send off for him. Deacon went in the house and found a note mentioning that someone would be coming to town shortly, someone, a friend of Jim's. So we decided we were going to wait around and keep an eye on the town and keep an eye on Jim's house over the next few days to see who did turn up. Eventually it was... Who was it I went to the house and found?
Me.
Yeah.
Big Ken.
I went to the house and saw there was a severed hand laying on the grave where we buried Jim. And the note was gone as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The
you
axe.
took the hand, and the axe was gone also. That was the headstone for the grave. You took the hand and came back to the town to find us scattered around the city. And my brain is kind of blank from there. Someone pick up.
So you went back to the
What's the
city and you
name?
were
Bumped into
asking
us.
about.
We were asking about, and
Brunhilde came out and says to you.
yeah, Brunhilde came bumped into us and said there was a big man missing a hand.
Very, very angry,
out
bumbling
of the
his way
north.
through the town asking about you.
So we decided to go and chase him. So gathered everyone, headed off in the direction. And then did we bump into the stoner on the way there?
Yeah.
On the way there and on the way back, right?
Bumped into him, asked him to help us find our way there, speed us up a bit. Eventually made our way to the cave to see a big man missing a hand.
Yeah.
Introduced himself as
And Jim.
Oh yeah, he's carrying Jim's body as well,
Carrying
even though
Jim.
the earth hadn't been moved from his grave.
I still don't understand that.
Or it looked like it hadn't been
Because-
missed.
Yeah, it looked like that.
Earth magic. He's a magician, don't let him tell you otherwise.
There is no magic here.
At which point he's done the dungeon and got the blessing of the 4 elements. And tried to revive Jim using the
Rebirth
a
caves.
pool. Yeah, a pool within the deepest part of the cave. At which point, you saw the body be, twitching and almost like life was coming back into it. Eventually, the pool it had basically emptied itself, and Jim's body
Remained
Was it the
lifeless.
centre? yeah remained lifeless, and a voice entered all of your ears. Say that he was unwilling to return to his body. You then left the cave and went to the cabin to the northwest, where you met a man standing in the middle of just outside the cabin, just standing in the middle of snow. As soon as Deacon stepped into his range, the snow in 30 feet around him in a radius basically like disappeared or exploded away, and both he and Deacon had a battle where Deacon destroyed him, at which point the man turned into a slime-like creature, and he found a chest that had a broken hilt. You then found the stoner again and went to the town. At which point, as you sat down to, some well-deserved ale or dirty beer for Leo,
Dirty beer.
the blacksmith Crane entered the inn, sorry, screaming about or shouting about his daughter being missing. And this would probably be about like 5 or 6 o'clock at night.
Pretty much just after we sat down, right? Like,
Yeah, like as soon as we
Yeah, it was like maybe 10 minutes after you arrived back at the village, because you went and buried
Mhm.
Jim and stuff like that.
Yeah, reburied.
Yeah, reburied him and so you hear the blacksmith, my daughter, she's gone, and has anybody seen her? At which point, he looks about in the inn and like exits promptly and fucking runs somewhere else, and you can hear him like screaming and shouting on her.
I'll
I guess
deeply
we're going
sigh,
after that.
chug the rest of my beer, and get up. Right, where to?
I'm already asleep in my seat.
I'll tip the rest
Yeah.
of the cups into mine.
While yous are sitting there, you remember, being villagers of this town, that his daughter is a very adventurous child, and she has gone missing before.
Earth's just fucking stanking his beer. He doesn't know these people.
He's making Leo some armor just now, so I'm all for helping him.
Yeah, he is. He's still got like a week left.
Barry's gonna pick Deacon up and carry him around.
And eat him. Oh, right, okay.
I feel that.
Yeah, imagine that Barry walks about with his eyes closed, right? So
Just fucking
sleep-
bumping
I'll sleep
into
on
shit all the
Barry's
time.
Very closed, mostly closed, like 90% closed.
What's your
Yeah,
plan,
that's-
Ath? You wanna join us for a bit?
Just slams his empty cup down and fucking lets out a big belch. And he's like, 2 minutes. Gives him a minute.
He can follow our trail. We'll start now.
Well, as soon as we get outside the door, is there any signs of commotion, or is it just him running about? It doesn't look like we've been attacked or anything, right?
no, it's just him running about trying to look for Sigrun.
I'll
Sigrun?
head towards the noise, go find him and get him off somewhere.
Boom.
Right.
Sorry, man.
Say that again, sorry. Look.
I'll just head towards him, try and cut him off so I can get his
Sure,
attention.
you cut him off. He's like, you know, looking down like the sides of houses and stuff like that. So you cut him off pretty promptly.
Hey, Crane, is everything alright?
No, I don't know where she's gone. She usually arrives back around about this time for dinner.
Do you know where she was heading last?
I know she was with Anna, but Olaf doesn't know where he is. Olaf is one of the main fishermen within the village, and Anna is his daughter.
So Anna's missing also. Potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
Have you heard from Olaf at all?
Yeah. Olaf doesn't know where they are either. You don't really see. Olaf is like one of the other town drunks. He is the person that has the, you know, remember we done the fishing competition to see if you could be. He's the one that holds currently the biggest fish in the lake, like the trophy.
I'd first.
Officially holds the record.
Oh, fish, Ali.
Panic.
So all this panic is just because your daughter is a few minutes late for dinner? She tends to wander a lot, right?
He kind of just stops and he's like, "Yeah, but she's been weird, maybe. I don't know. She's, you know, maybe she's just grown up, I suppose."
Go with.
way.
He just kind of shakes his head and he says, apparently a man came up to both Sigrun and Anna and said something to them, and they both ran away a couple of weeks ago. But you know, she talks about it, and you know, I've been rather worried, but nothing's happened.
Earth pops up behind him and just, pedo, maybe.
Maybe.
Sure. Cool. Did she say what he said? Did she ever give a description of this man?
She just said that he is like it was kind of dark. So she never really saw his face, but whenever she tries to think about what he said, she kind of gets like a headache. I don't know, it's weird. That's why I've been kind of worried.
Is it sleeper agent?
When was this?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Just prior to the goblins?
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
So how long she been missing?
Like 10 minutes.
When did she leave?
Well, this morning. Like, well, we'll say this morning after her chores were done and she had lunch. She goes out to play with Anna, and then they usually come back about dinner time.
Who's Anna?
Where do they normally play?
Sorry,
Where do they normally play?
just in the town. Sometimes, you know, they go near the edges of the bridge, stuff like that. But normally it's within the town.
How old are the daughters?
They are both 12 years old. Being from this village, you would know of these two children. They're like practically twins. They wear like the same shit, only one's get blonde hair, one's get black hair, and you would see them running about the village like having fun and stuff like that.
The only issue being, we don't know where they normally go or
Aye, they just pop
when
up
they
and
went, or
aye, sometimes they pull pranks on people and stuff like that.
Anybody remember when the last time it was that they saw them the day?
has anybody else offered you any information?
He kind of stops and he goes, "I've not really stopped to listen to anyone. I've been in a panic." He'll say, "The last time I saw them was just after lunchtime. They'd finished their chores and she'd went out. That's all I know. Usually, again, like I said, she comes back for dinner time. No one's really stopped me to say anything other than you guys."
Will the recruits, the guards, be out patrolling at this point?
Yeah, a couple of them would be, just to get them used to it.
If they're supposed to be paying attention, that's probably give them a shout and see if they saw anything or heard anything or have seen them.
Sure. You can try and find the nearest guard.
Yeah, even if
Um,
we check the bridges and see if the Wayne's left.
Sure, you want to find one of the ones posted on the bridge?
No.
Okay, yeah. So you find one of the guards. It's actually, you find one of the like one of the three that survived, including Magnus, as well as one of the rookie ones. I've not got names for them, so they can be Dag and Dog.
Oh mate, Stevie and Chrissy. Fuck it.
Stevie and Chrissy.
I don't feel that.
All right, boys, what's happening?
Is that Stevie we're talking to?
Aye, what's up?
Can't me.
It's a big army you've got there.
Aye, mate.
We were wondering if you've seen Anna or the Smith's lassie
Sigrid.
leaving at any
Sigrid.
point.
Aye, just a couple of hours ago.
Left and haven't came back.
Aye, we see them leave every couple of days and come back around about this time.
The impression is just impeccable. But they've not come back tonight now.
No, not yet.
Were they just the two of them, or was there anybody else with them? Did anybody leave just before them or just after them?
He thinks for a second. No, my memory isn't what it used to be, boys. I don't think so. I think it was just day two.
Unbelievable.
Right, this is
I think-
also a very important question, Stevie. Has there been any new faces that don't fit recently in the last couple of days?
Oh, fuck no, you're asking.
Maybe not even in the last couple of days, like since you've been here.
He looks at you and then goes, "You?"
I
think.
Besides me.
Oh. No, I don't
I'm
think
only
so.
new here today.
No, just, your typical, some traders came in a couple of days ago and stuff like that, but no, that's it.
Right, what direction did they go?
The Waynes, not the traders.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, the Waynes. They went after bridge and then headed east.
East.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know where they went.
Okay.
Out of game, boys. There's a hag in that swamp. Just saying.
100%. Boys, do you fancy going for a wee 1 hour sit down before we go chasing witches in the woods?
No, I'm good.
please.
We did.
What's it? DM, what's the rules on me just sleeping on fucking Barry's
Barra.
back?
Can you short rest on a cart?
Can I? I don't know. I think so.
I mean, if you can short rest on a cart, technically you could short rest on Barry, right? Because I mean,
Barry's
I
Depends.
think
got
you
some
can.
pretty
I'm
good
pretty sure.
suspension,
I'm
to
pretty
be
sure
fair.
we've done it before.
yeah, as long
I'm
as
pretty
I mean,
sure
again,
early-
as long as you are sleeping and not moving, right? It's light exercise. So I mean, I'd classify as sleeping as 0 exercise. So.
I mean, if you want, I could put you to sleep.
Please don't. Wait, can I put myself to sleep?
I just bonk him with my sorry.
Creatures.
only got one
yeah,
hand.
technically, right?
I go to punch him with my stump and just go, oh fuck.
Unconscious.
I'm gonna go for a nap, boys.
Ah!
Just give myself an actual heart attack.
Love it.
What's that thing that like some people have got, like when they get a fright they go unconscious?
Narcolepsy.
You just get narcolepsy, man.
You just
fucking-
develop narcolepsy.
Yeah, man. Good times.
My arms are tired. My legs
Who
are
else- who else
tired.
needs a kip?
The armor is heavy. I'll whip the armor halfway on, but I'm stoned here.
How are the other two boys
I'll
looking?
turn to
I
the
get me
other.
then with some sleepage.
I'll turn to the other boys and I'll be like, Has there
Has
been any other history of Wayne's gone missing in this town?
I thought you were asking the wrong person, boys.
That's Chrissy. He knows all about the wins.
Chrissy. You see, I don't know, I can't really do the impression of Chrissy. I've not talked to Chrissy that much.
What do you think Chrissy sounds like? We'll go with that.
It's kind of like a
No.
more high-pitched Stevie, right?
Is it?
On you go.
Is
Let's
there
hear
anything
it.
higher than a Stevie?
Nice.
I don't know. Sometimes Dale gets there, but Chrissy will say, I don't really know, no. Just in my truck sometimes. I was a truck
In my cart, mate. In my
In
car.
my Audi.
What's the
In
truck
my-
wave?
in my Audi,
My Audi truck.
truck.
A wee horse-drawn carriage. He's just wrote Audi on the back.
We can go in and have a look and just know, just know fight things.
3 wee
Sure, we
circles
can-
all day, mate.
We can take a kip for an hour, see if they come back, because this is like at the time they're meant to come back. They're only like 10 minutes late, right?
Yeah.
Let's
go-
go. We can
Bundle
get
my,
that.
Let's
bundle
go.
my armor up into a wee bundle and I'll just go for a wee kip here on the bridge.
Let's go get pushed.
Oh, fuck him. He can sleep in the bridge. I'm going to get pushed.
Okay, he's just gonna go for a wee short rest or no.
Wee short rest in a pub.
Deacon's just sleeping on
see if they
the
come back.
bridge. Okay.
I could fall asleep anywhere.
I'll drag him. I'll grab his ankle and I'll just
Don't
drag
even
him
know.
back into
Don't
town.
even. I'm fucking dead to the world, honestly. Not a clue what's going on.
I'm gonna go
so-
wander around with Crane, just asking around, trying to keep him calm, make sure he didn't do anything dumb and go out or anything.
How about this? We could just go round and fucking wrap it.
Tell them where they went.
We can wrap everybody's door and be like, town meeting, Market Square, 5 minutes, let's go.
And what? Get a man at arms? Fucking
Just-
mob
just-
on the go.
Ask every cunt all the questions that we just asked the guard and then send every cunt out and, like, you know, a short distance just outside the town just to see if they can find anything.
While you lot are sleeping, me and Crane can go around asking
What-
a few people.
Yeah, like while we're resting for the hour and then, you know, hopefully if we get any tracks or, you know, breadcrumbs or M&Ms in the forest and that.
Sure, but so where are you going? Are you just going into Hussies? Are you going everywhere?
On the
Like,
way
what's-
back
what's-
into
yeah,
town.
we'll just ask around wherever, door to door, in the tavern.
Aye, on the way back into
Yeah,
town,
well,
I'm just
that's
fucking
something.
rapping every door and just telling every cunt to get to the Market Square in 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go to the pub.
We don't really need to, right? We can just ask them. While they're there.
Mate, chat
So,
pub on away. And then just fucking like dragging a body into the town.
Don't really have the authority to charge everybody in the fucking market square.
Yeah, you don't really. They kind of just palm you off.
Don't have the authority. If you fucking seen me.
Yeah, no, you don't really have the authority. The
I'll be there.
gone door to door. You find out some
At
information
Disney.
just based on the.
Get that fucking Market Square.
What did you roll?
19 intimidation.
They say, okay, he'll be that, and then shut the door and fucking hide.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my job's done. Right?
Thanks, Luke. So yeah, so look, sorry, Kenneth, gone door to door with Crane. You find some stuff out about Anna and Sigrun doing, like their pranks and how people are annoyed by them and stuff like that. They don't really know where they are. You so that's heading door to door, heading to like um, the town hall. You find Gregory absent from his post and head up to the mayor. He also doesn't know anything. He just sits there and does fuck all. In terms of like from your eyes anyway. On his desk you can see quite a bit of gold and stuff like that. And like loads of papers and stuff. And then what else you want to do?
I'll ask Olaf if he knows like places they usually go to. Anything they've been doing recently.
Olaf doesn't he really know. He usually drinks himself into a coma.
I feel that.
The fisherman life.
Wakes up, does some fishing, and then tells his story about the fish people buy him some drinks. He gets drunk into a coma, and then
Liked it.
Anna's quite self-sufficient.
So this is still the girl's daughter, father we're still talking to, isn't it?
Yeah, Olaf and Crane. Fisherman Olaf, blacksmith Crane.
So Crane, I still believe the best thing you can do in this time while we go and find your daughter, so you go home and just get buried into your work. Just take your mind off of it.
Roll me,
Get
roll
my
me
fucking armor, mate.
roll me a persuasion check.
Damn it.
9. You can see, like, as if, oh, that's good advice, but I can't, like, I feel, like, too worried. I think it might affect my work.
There you go, man.
I understand.
This
No,
might take the
don't
edge off, and I'll give him a wee mug at Ali.
He starts drinking, and
How's he drinking it?
he's got two hands on the cup, and he's drinking it. And
Is
just,
he like supping it?
Aye, supping it.
Ah, so like, see when he goes to like start like taking the cup away from his mouth, I'll just like nudge it back towards his face again, just like, on you go, son, on you go. That's it. Keep going.
Okay, and he kind of like
Leo's
force
in
him
the
to
back,
chug it.
just like in.
You're forcing him to chug it, and he does so at your request. And you can see he's like, because ale's strong as shit, right? So,
Yeah, man.
his eyes are squinting, and he's just looking at you, and he finishes, and he's like, I've not done that in a while. Those years are behind me.
I'll give him a wee pat in the back, some boy. Right, on
you
you go.
get yourself in.
On you go. On you go. Back. Go get yourself buried in your work, son.
We'll handle it.
So we'll say that whatever he's done took around about an hour, and within that hour, you find Stevie and Chrissy bringing both the girls back
We did it.
into the town. However, they kind of have like blank faces. Their faces are just deadpan, and
Oh, look at that.
that's pretty good. You get this like there's like this smell coming off them. That's just like
Oh, look at that.
how can I describe this smell? Hold on.
I only needed 6 of the 11. Can I pass my other 5 HP at
And it smells like a rotten pus, just coming after these two wee lassies, and you as you go up to it, you can see it's like yellow, and there's kind of like a viscosity on their dresses.
Pussy wee lassies.
You know, at which point,
Like,
both.
are they covered in it, like head to toe, or is it just like smatterings?
It's just smatterings. It looks like.
Can I take a wee bit of it and like feel it between my fingers?
Yeah. You take it between your fingers. It's kinda sticky.
I smell it.
It's fucking stinking, by the way.
I get a wee taste.
Roll me a con saving throw.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, I miss barbarians, boys.
You pass. You feel as if as you go to taste it, and as it enters your mouth, it's like you can definitely tell it's poisonous, and you just instantly spit it out. Getting rid of any of the remains within the.
And they're like they've got it all out of them.
Aye, well, like we
Aye,
got
like,
abuse
aye.
here and there.
Is there any that's no on like just like their clays? Like is
Aye,
is
it's
there
on
any
their skin as well.
and all
Like,
that? But it didn't burn
skin-
when I felt it, right?
no.
So seems to only affect you if you ingest it.
So, by the looks in their face, they've probably ingested whatever this is.
Open your mouths. Like did they respond to the request?
Sure. They open their mouths and
Does it look like
um,
they've been eating some of this skunk? I'm sure it was like kind of sticky and that, right? So I was like, if I do a wee
no,
check,
you can't see any within their mouth.
Where have you two been? Been into the forest?
They both kind of look at you the exact same time, very creepily, and they both just mutter at the exact same time as well. We don't know.
I'm gonna set this one out, boys.
That's good.
Yeah, let's just send them home.
I'm alright. They're alright. They're alive.
Right, Blacksmith, your daughter. Might want to take her home
I
now.
don't know if they are alive.
She looks fine. Maybe we should take them to Helga and give them a once over.
Yeah, have Stevie and Chrissy ever seen anyone walking like this before?
No, but I've never seen any like this.
I suppose I am a holy man now. Can I try and give them a once over?
Sure, roll a medicine check.
Fuck, I guess I'm holy.
I guess.
Looking at them, you don't see any like scratches or any wounds of any sort. It's just this viscous liquid. It's like tar almost. You do go to touch it, and when you do touch it, you do feel a bit of almost like it's trying to get through your skin, but it's currently no. It's potent, at its most potent. Looking at them, maybe their eyes are a bit, their faces are a bit blank, but other than that, you can't really tell. It just looks like almost like a trauma of some sort.
That as if they're in
Yeah.
shock.
Yeah.
I sort of turn to the holy boy and be like, so this Helga, is that like the town healer, or are you the town
Yeah.
healer?
She taught me like a few weeks ago. This is just really new to me. Still,
Do you-
I
do you
can do
think-
some stuff.
Do you think she could do anything that you can?
Yeah, she probably could. She's been doing it for a few years.
I'll turn to the dad and I'll be like, Crane, right?
I think it's still home, isn't it?
Crane and Olaf, is it?
I'll just turn to the two of them and be like, you want to take a trip to the inn and visit the healer?
I think he's all like, you're in the inn, right? So Helga's like in the corner.
Oh, did they come into the inn? Oh, right, okay, I thought we went out
Because you were
after
in the inn,
rest.
right?
I thought we'd caught up with Kenneth outside after the rest.
No, because you were forcing Crane to drink, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. We'll
Aye, Helga's probably already here at this point and seen everything, and
yeah.
probably helped Leo with the medicine check and comes to the same sort of conclusion. He doesn't really know what it is.
Yeah, I'll turn to Aaron as well and I'll be like, I give it a taste and it kind of tasted spicy.
It's spicy.
Like it was like trying to get to my insides, but
Looking at it, no. Let me roll.
she
on
got
a-
any
a-
vials
an
around it and she can
intelligence
save it for
check.
later.
Aye, she's got vials. Let me. Would it be medicine? Yeah, roll our medicine check. She don't know bad to be 19. Let me roll on another one. See if she gets this, then she'll know a lot. Yeah, I'll give you
She's got another wee holy boy like assisting in that, right? So she gets advantage.
Oh, sure. I'll give you advantage. 9. No. She'll say.
A
I'm
9
not
with
sure.
advantage? Fucking hell.
Yeah, she rolled 19 for her medicine and then 9 for something else. And she'll say,
Secret stuff.
I'm not sure the type of like it. I think it's definitely came from an animal of some sort, but I don't know what it would be. It's not my thing.
Shall we just go find out?
Yeah, I was
So
just
I
gonna say, like,
something
is this
poisonous.
like if they're back and they're alright, like, is this worth checking out now, or like, do we wait and, or do we just go see if we can follow the tracks? I mean, there might be like goo tracks, right?
Yeah, I can probably track them. Would I have ever seen any kind of creature or anything that makes this? Or
No.
plant?
Is it an eel?
So was the direction that they came back? Did they come back for the same direction that they left in?
Yeah.
So they went left for the east and then they came back for the east.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone feeling up for a walk?
sure.
I'll see if I can follow some tracks.
Advance your cloaky.
Knowing, I'll say this as well. Knowing, obviously, the fact that all three of you come through this village, you know of a legend regarding the swamp to the east of. Did I already tell you this about
Believe
the
you did.
the Ghost Root Marsh, and there's a hag
Ah.
named Ida Gristlemouth. And she apparently there's a myth where she lures girls to her home.
I did write it down, and the marsh got bigger after she moved there or something.
Aye,
like
so
this, like,
the myth or legend or whatever being that her family died, and when she found their body, like that's where their bodies were, and she started crying, and her tears caused a marsh to sprout,
Oh
like
yeah.
from these plains, and also at the same time, once the marsh was created, the tree started growing from the ground. Just from the grief.
Yeah, I remember this.
How
It
long
said
ago
that
was
she
this
tries
legend? Supposedly, how long ago did this legend like start? Or
a few hundred years at this point.
alright, okay. And there's no other like ways.
Nobody's ever found any evidence of it. People have went
They've
into
never,
the
they've
marsh.
never seen like people coming back into the town covered in fucking goo or anything.
No, nobody's ever seen that before. From what they know, even the older people within the tavern are just like this. You know, This is something that they've never seen before, especially the smell. They would remember a smell like this.
What's the
It's
swamp
just
called
it's
again?
just putrid. Sorry,
What's the swamp called?
Ghost Root Marsh.
Root as in double OT or
Yeah, R-O-T-T.
I'll get you guys at the bridge in like 5 minutes.
Sure.
Can I borrow you, Leo, before we go?
Yeah. Before I head out with Deacon, I'll take my usual 2 gold coins and I'll slap them in the counter and grab a couple of bottles from
Yeah.
behind the counter. I'll head out.
Can we go to the shop?
Yeah. Yes, we
Go
can.
on the general store.
Earth.
You find Mr. Einar.
Earth is really glad he slapped 2 gold in on the counter to pay for all the ale because he doesn't have any money.
Evening, I know.
Well, hello, children. And Leo.
Hey, big man.
Children plural, or just kind of.
Aye, child, I meant. Then I,
We
you know,
don't
kind of,
need
then I
any
went.
more
He's
I
come
don't know.
running,
today,
the wee
I know,
lassies are
okay.
just fucking behind you.
Oh yes, I heard. How strange, very peculiar.
Well, it looks like we're going to be taking a little trek into the marsh. I know.
Ooh, how bold. How can I help you today, Deacon?
Definitely bold, definitely not stupid. Do you happen to require any particular hard to come by objects or ingredients that might be partaken of within the marsh that other people just won't go get for you that we could possibly pick up for you maybe?
He'll stop and he'll ponder for a second. At which point he'll turn and look at you and he'll say, "Many people have entered the marsh and were never found again. If you happen to come by such wares just lying around, then I may buy them from you for a price."
Goods of other travellers.
I'd say unclaimed wares.
I'll reach into my armor and I'll pull out the hilt with a piece of the broken blade on it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen something like this before? I know. And I'll put it down on the desk.
He kind of has a wee look at it, and you can see that it's obviously it's old, but it looked like it used to be a very decorated handle. Looking up and down, he goes, "No, I've never seen this before, but I'd be willing to buy such a treasure for a meager sum."
I'm not looking to sell it. I'm actually looking for something along the same vein, perhaps a decorative blade, maybe made of or coated in, and I'll put a silver coin on the desk. As I put the silver down, I'll pick the hilt back up and stick it back in my armor.
He thinks for a second. And he'll say, "I don't have a sword that's decorated as such, but I have one that's definitely coated in silver."
A sword? Do you have any knives or anything will
No.
do?
You just want like as much things as possible?
Just how I know. I just want to know what the fuck he's got that's silvered.
Yeah. So he will go into the back. And I don't know if he does. Yeah, so he goes into the back, and as he comes out, you can see these ones actually have a box, and you see a big box and a small box. And he brings them up and puts them down on the countertop, and he opens both, and you can see that they both actually have the same design, like bored into them. It's not like the fanciest of designs, but it's it's nice to look at. It's like silver filigree like woven into the handle. It's got a nice hilt that curls up into like a small spiral.
Was it short swords or?
It's so there's a long sword and then there's a dagger. At the bottom of both the long sword and the dagger, there's actually a point that is a small like a small blade almost. But it's not really that sharp. But it's like it's pointy at both ends essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Both sword and dagger have a lot of dust on them. They do not look very sharp at the moment.
Looks like you're having a bit of trouble shifting these, I know.
They'll go eventually, and he just kind of looks at you.
Fucking good.
Have they not been sitting here since I came here, Einhar? Can I attempt to make a history check and try and bluff some shit here?
Roll
Since you
me.
came here? Are you like
Old.
75? These
Roll me. Roll me. Roll me. We.
Yeah.
And now it's not aged today.
What do you want to do? So you want to do
I want to kind of
history?
mean as if like they've been
Right,
here for fucking
you can roll
ages.
better persuasion or history.
Let's see. Something. I'll try to be persuasion. Oh, nearly 19. Nearly 19.
You say. They're not as quite as old as you, my friend, but yes, they've been here for a bit of time. I bought them from a traveling trader not long ago.
Fine work at least.
Right. Tell us the damage. What's it gonna cost?
You just see like a smile on his face, and he fucking breaks out the abacus.
Like in the man.
Can Kenneth use a sword? Do you have martial weapons?
Yeah, I can use everything.
I'm a turn to Kenneth when we're standing
he
on the edge of the
will-
bridge, just like, what the fuck's taking these cunts so long?
So he's wee abacus, and then he stops, and being an intelligent person, you can see where he stops it, and he turns and looks at you and goes, based on the design and the fact that it's silvered, and it comes in pairs, I'd say about 50 gold for both.
I'll stop. I'll look at them again. I'll look up at Deacon.
I'm not going to use it for the record if you're going to buy it for me.
He doesn't know that. Chop.
I can't remember if I asked the last time I was in here, but do you carry any medicinal remedies as well? Perhaps of the liquid variety? Maybe a little bit contraband? Something that guards might want to requisition in times of great troubles that might not have been requisitioned.
Roll me a persuasion check.
So fuck me dice. 10.
Ah, shit.
He looks at you and he goes, perhaps have a few stashed away for emergency situations.
How much gold have we got there?
Some.
Okay.
I love it. Nobody knows except for Dale and me because I'm about to check.
Oh, feeling!
And do what the fuck I want.
Perhaps we
Inventory.
could come to a a bundle deal for this pair plus some.
How are you carrying that much? Fucking hell, Dale. You're jacked.
I've got the bag. Remember,
bag
you
of
gave me a bag of
Oh
holding.
shit, so you do. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm stacked.
Hey, Dale he's just
Wait,
just
you've got
always getting rid for some
Electrum?
reason. We don't even know.
You
Oh,
gave
no,
me
it's
the
it.
bag of holding.
It's tokens.
Yeah,
Electrum, right?
it's tokens, yeah.
Oh yeah, my Electrum's tokens.
That's fine. Sorry, what were you saying, Stephen?
Can we get maybe a bundle offer on the pair of weapons plus
Bottles of juice.
box of juice? Aye.
Any
Two
bottles of juice,
Koshi's
mate?
and a couple cans of Red Bull.
He'll look at you and he will say, "Fine, but if you find any such items in
We'll get you a good
the,
deal. We'll get you a good deal.
you must bring them to me, and I choose which ones I want to deal on. I get first pick."
Shrewd
Sounds fair.
negotiator.
That sounds entirely fair to me. It's not as if we were going to trade with anybody else.
And he'll look and he'll go, "Fine." At which point he will go away and he will come back and you find there's a few salves sitting and he opens like a box. Well, first there's a padlocked box. He unlocks the padlock, opens the box, and there you find some red vials, vibrantly red. 4 in total.
Wee tubes of ties on, mate.
4 of them, and then the daggers.
So the original price would be, so at this point he will give you everything, silvered items and stuff like that, like maybe like 20% off what he would charge. So daggers, and so 40 gold for the daggers and the sword, or the dagger and sword, sorry, for the 4 potions. He will take two. What would it be? Because he would charge that, and he would up it to
Divide by 5, take that off.
that. Good man. So he would charge about 240 gold for the 4 potions, and then the salves would be, he would charge 80 gold for the, so it would be, how much is that on?
360.
320, 360 gold total.
Take the daggers and a potion.
The dagger and the sword and a potion. Okay.
Just the 1 potion. You want to take the bundle of salves instead?
For 80 gold. How much is it for the daggers and the potion?
There's 4 potions.
Yeah,
It's four-
for 200 gold. We are not that stacked.
So a singular potion would be 60 gold. So 60 plus 40, 100 gold.
Get it. You're getting your daggers.
So you've got enough money for that.
Adds out to about 81 odd gold.
Does it?
Divide the copper by 10 and by 10 again. Bring it down.
I
And
see,
then
20.
divide the silver by
Right.
10.
That's
That's 11.
no,
11 gold 40 there. And then
no, it's not 11
27
gold. That's
40.
114.
Oh. My maths is wrong.
Your maths is wrong, my friend.
Your money
Yeah.
guy's maths is wrong.
You're dividing instead of fucking multiplying, right?
No. So
No, I'm dividing.
it's silver. It's silver. He's currently got 1,140 silver. Divided
Mhm.
by 10, that's 114
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
So in copper you have 27 gold.
Yeah.
And then in gold you've got 40. So you've got
Just under
154,
200.
161, 181 gold total.
We'd need
So
to
you
profit pretty big after we're going out here. To make
so
it
you could technically get all of the salves, a potion, and the dagger and the sword
For all of our money.
for all of your money.
Because if we're going to be fighting, like real talk, if we're going to be fighting like magical things or fey things of some description, then
At this point, Earth comes into the show. The fuck's taking you so long? We're losing time here.
we're brain mathing.
You buying stuff? What are you getting?
Money.
What are you getting?
Looking on the table, and you can see like
Potions.
potions and salves and like chests. At which point, fucking Einard like closes all the boxes shut.
He's alright. I know. This is Jim's brother.
Oh, Jimothy.
You knew Jim?
Well, it's a small village. Everyone knows everyone.
So you know what happened then?
I do. Unfortunate. He
Yeah.
was a very hard-working individual.
Yeah, he was. Very sad. We're also, you know, tracking the person that did it, and I think we're quite.
If you
close
need
to
any help,
finding it.
I will definitely help. We are looking for
There's two little girls as well. That's just, you know, like almost befell the same tragedy that Jim did. You know, was
two little girls. Really?
yeah.
How strange.
So, are you offering the guys a good deal? Because, you know, any help would truly, you know, it would mean a lot.
They have a fair deal. Yes.
Jim would appreciate a really, really good deal as well.
I understand.
In his honor.
Can I pick up the silver longsword and can I
You may.
hold it out towards Earth and size it up against him? Does it look as if he could hold that with two hands?
I
Could
don't
you
have
swing this
two
with two
hands. I don't
Yeah?
have
Oh,
two
fuck me,
hands.
you do. Can you swing this with one hand?
He could swing this with one.
Cut off his hand. Last episode.
He could technically swing it with one hand and with one hand.
Aye.
And it looks like he could swing it harder at some point sometimes. If he wanted to.
So as I'm swinging
That is a
this,
versatile weapon,
yeah,
yes.
as I'm swinging this sword about, like as if like the same way that somebody with two hands would swing it about, I kind of look towards Aina.
You can see, like, every time he swings it, as if, you know, like, he swings it harder and you can see, like, the veins bulge a wee bit every time he swings it and then it just disappears again.
And I'll like sort of rest it back in the counter and I'll go, yeah, I used to be an adventurer with Jim, like, you know, back in more younger days, and then I'll put my stub on the desk and I'll be like, you see, I lost a hand a while back.
Didn't you cut that off yourself?
No, that was somebody else, that wasn't me. And
I'm pretty
I
sure
actually,
with you. Yes.
How would he know?
I have my information.
How would he know? But how would he know? Shh, shh. Let me. I'm working something here. Right, fuck up. Leave me alone.
Oh, go.
And I'll be like, do you want to know how I lost the hand?
I don't know how I get these scars.
I'm pretty sure you
Well,
cut it
like-
off yourself, but
We-
yes, continue.
We came across a shopkeeper that fucked us over on a deal.
Oh, are you threatening me now?
No, I'm just telling you a story, man. And
I
you
mean,
know,
this very much sounds like a threat.
Leo is already very quickly
So,
counting at the money.
I have a question for you. If I cut my hand off a couple of days ago, would it look like this? Fully healed over stump.
That
you
is
know?
a fair point.
You know.
However, we do have a healer on hand. Her name is Helga.
On hand.
From what I know, this man is also taking up the cloth.
I just met Helga like an hour ago.
There's also another man.
And this guy,
He looks,
I
he
could-
looks into this guy very deeply.
I'll palm him closer and whisper, and I'll just be like, to be honest, I don't even know this guy's name. And just like sort of like mimic, like, you know, like nudge towards the wee drunk guy.
Where is this conversation going?
I'm just saying, you know,
Are you drunk?
I've had a few, yeah.
Ah, I can see that.
The ale's kind of strong here.
Yes. Leo, would you mind handling your friend?
Yep, 179, 180. Done. There we go.
Thank you for your patronage.
And we will see you again soon. Remember.
And then I'll
you
just
have
turn around and I'll
first
be like,
calls.
180 gold for that? Fucking steal. You better
Yep,
get out here before he
just
fucking changes his
in
mind.
the bag. Everything in the bag. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. You take Einar makes sure you take the 4 salves and your 1 potion and your dagger and your sword. You keep still all 3 potions.
You want to know how I got these scars?
So get your glods marked now. If you've no silver
Yeah,
left, you've
I'm
no gold left.
scrapping all the
You have 27 copper total. Oh no, so you've got. Right, so you keep a gold. You keep a gold.
Oh, I nearly got as much as me.
I don't have any money. I didn't get any money.
You've got a gold and 27 copper. If that makes
We're
any sense.
minted.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. That's drinking money for the full week for Leo.
It is actually.
Can't believe I
so-
got cut there. That's shocking.
What do you mean?
I was going somewhere with that there, and then you had to go and ruin it with your fake memories.
Who's fake memories?
Your fake memories.
What do you mean?
Literally cut my horn off like yesterday, and the guys already he already knows apparently. Like, oh shite, you know what I mean? Oh shite.
Shopkeepers trade in more than whales, my friend.
No, they don't. They don't trade in horns. Just saying.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Okay, you've got me there. You've got me there.
It didn't work, Craw.
Or we did.
I got
Did
cracked.
he kill us?
Nah, it didn't
Well, no,
work.
dude.
Yeah.
I quickly counted out the money and we got the fuck.
Right, what did we buy?
And we got a
4
potion, all
salves,
the
a potion,
salves, and your swords.
Your swords.
Sword and dagger.
You want to
Silvered sword and dagger.
take the longsword?
Sure.
I'll take the dagger.
Who's taking the dagger?
I'll take the dagger.
You taking the long sword and dagger?
No, yeah, longsword.
Oh, yeah,
What's
fair.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so what's your
There you go,
plan,
big man.
Squeezed in?
I think I'd cheat on my sword with another sword. Don't be fucking mental.
I'm waiting on the bridge.
I mean, you're
shutting
using
up
a dagger.
the portal.
Technically, using any other weapon, still the same thing, right?
Why did you buy me a longsword?
I don't know if he said to give it to you. I bought it. Enjoy. Silver longsword.
Just in case we need it.
I pulled a longsword back off my back and sort of look at it and then like wedge it under my arm and then pull my axe out and I just be like,
You said you used to be an adventurer, right?
He took an arrow to the knee.
Took an axe to the hand.
Took an axe to the horn.
Look. Just hold on to it. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But if you need it, it's better to not need it and have it than need it and not have it.
okay, I've got a question for you though.
Yes.
What if we're fighting something? How can I swap weapons?
Just like sort of shimmy.
And then I just like,
And Leo just sort of shimmies.
Put your axe on your back and pull the sword out. I don't know.
that might take too much time.
Just throw one of them up in the air.
Drop the axe and draw the sword?
Would you drop your sword?
Yeah, I do frequently.
He does.
This man throws his sword a lot.
How far can you throw your sword?
It's like a challenge there with that. How far can you throw this off?
Yeah, man.
7, 8 feet.
With one hand, obviously. We've got to make it fair.
See when we get to the bridge, and it's just a big long bridge, I want to eat my sword as far as I can.
Maybe once we get past the bridge, you don't want to kill one
Ah,
of the
fuck
new.
it.
You don't want to kill one of the new recruits, man. Come on, fuck.
I'm still standing up on the bridge. Just stand
He's
up.
throwing it
taking
like
a nap.
into the water.
No,
Let's go to the bridge then. We've got our portions, we've
In
got
the
our
bridge.
supplies.
Right.
We're rested.
Let's
Let's
head.
head
Let's
Just in
head
the
out.
bridge.
We're heading
Let's-
east.
Roll me a athletics check.
Does he get disadvantage because he's using one horn?
Oh,
I mean, longswords can be thrown with one hand.
So 15.
Yeah, 15. You
I'm
throw
a-
your longsword and it goes pretty far.
I'm gonna yeet my axe.
You your axe. Roll me an athletics check. 16. Oh. Throwing your axe, you actually throw it just that tiny bit further, and it sticks into the bridge.
Before he walks up to get it, I'm gonna stop him. Go, sec. Cool. Can you do this?
Cool. And as he says this, the sword which is lying on the bridge instantly zoops back to his hand.
Sort of look at him a wee bit and like still like pretty much almost, you know, pished out his fucking tree. He just sort of like stares at his axe really, really hard and like.
It moved! Holy shit! Did you see that, Leo? Did you see that?
I saw it.
I know we're giving him a check for it.
I know kung fu.
Check. Right, roll me your spellcasting ability modifier.
Which would be strength, right?
I think it's Constitution for barbarians.
Is it? I mean, I can't.
Roll me an Arcana check
Okay.
to see if you can tap into the magics.
I have a -1.
That's fine. Roll me an Arcana.
You need to roll a 20. Total.
8. You're pretty sure it moved.
I'm gonna try that when I'm sober. I'll go pick my axe up.
Okay, go pick your axe up as you're walking past.
And just as I get close to it again, I'll just sort of stop for like a wee 2 seconds and I'll be like,
Sure. Right, roll it again.
for fuck's sake. Oh, mate. Fucking
16.
16.
So as you're standing right beside the axe, you know, just maybe an inch away from the handle, and you're like trying to draw it into your hand. You feel it drop, or you get pulled into your hand.
I'm gonna slowly push his back to push him closer to it.
Yeah.
Tips you in yet.
Yeah. And you don't know if it was Kenneth pushing you into it or the axe just, falling into your hand. Whoa. It's interesting. This may be an ability that you could maybe learn in the future.
As Kenneth sort of walks past me, I'll just be like, fucking magic.
Definitely no magic.
That's why I'm whispering. Don't want anybody else to hear. Oh yeah, that's a question. Actually.
Stevie just shouts, "You staying magic?"
Does anybody does anybody notice him just fucking teleporting his fucking sword back to his horn?
Whenever he's done it, it's never been in front of
He
anybody.
just did it right in the middle of the fucking bridge.
Right, but the bridge, in the bridge, there's people standing at there's a guardhouse at the end of the bridge, and then the bridge is empty. It's like
Yeah, and it wasn't magic, he just scared the sword.
Kill the sword, better get the fuck back here.
Oh, that's your bedtime.
Consequences.
Deacon is the town's prodigy, and everyone knows that he is a special boy.
Right, let's go find some wains.
Deacon's a retard.
He's a founder Wayne.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
I'm
forgot.
gonna start following Wayne tracks.
Wayne tracks. Yeah, go. Wayne go.
Okay.
Did you
roll me. That's all right.
He didn't.
22 is not bad. Yeah, you thought you again. You look into the path, and as much as a dirt path, you can see that there is some of this goo on the ground, but it only just for a small section. It is drizzling at the moment. But you do know that they came from the east. Okay, so use heading east.
Mhm.
Okay,
Fix
so
your
you
clock.
know it's night time, right? It's
Fix your clock.
8
left a bit.
o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night ish.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah,
I thought it was half
busy,
5.
man.
I thought it was half 5 when we got back, and then we spent an hour doing the stuff in the short resting and that.
No, I said it was 6, and then you spent an hour doing short resting, and then you talked to that guy for ages. And,
That clock says at 7 AM.
yeah, it's probably.
Come on.
You measuring it for there? For fucking there. That's the end.
That's not that bridge is still getting built.
We walked across it a bit.
You never. So it's
That's
for here.
how nobody saw us.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll roll it now. And it's night time as well.
Did you?
These are fine.
Fuck's sake. I need tokens, man. I need level. I'm only
Yeah,
level 3.
So
Fucking.
Same.
you get to the bridge leading over into the Ghost Root Marsh. You can see that on this side of the bridge, you know, it looks kind of like almost brand new, but then the opposite side of the bridge, you know, it almost looks a bit like rotten. The roll me a perception check. Whoever's got the highest perception. I'm pretty sure it's Kenneth, right? You get the highest perception modifier, or you? I roll. Please roll a perception check.
Definitely.
Fish.
Nah, he's fine. Okay.
Oh, can I keep an eye out for more ingredients as well?
Sure. Okay. So where he's gone, he's just gonna go into the swamp and walk about.
Heading
Or-
east and see.
Yeah, following tracks if we can.
Yeah, as you get to the opposite side of the bridge, and like look in, you can see like as soon as you stand off this bridge, the ground just sinks, like, you know, into water. You can't really see tracks. Roll me a survival check. See if you can.
Literally can't even.
Oh, no.
You literally can't even, my friend.
Yep.
Nah. Well, I was looking about.
You got up next to him and you're like, what are you looking for? And he's just like, I don't know. I forgot.
Nah, you can't really.
for-
He's can't really find any little girl tracks.
Fuck it, let's group survival check, let's go. Here we go. I'll hold on, but I'm pushed button now, so disadvantage.
If you want, you still rolling anything? Okay. I'll say, looking about, you can't see any.
Don't know what type of tracks I'm looking for anyway, so I don't
You
know what
can't
wee
see
lass's feet
any
tracks would
little
look like.
wee lassie tracks, but you can see like massive paw prints
Oh.
leading away from the bridge.
I'll sort of be like, boys, pause.
The game is paused.
Are they Barry's tracks?
They are not.
Huh.
Does anybody know what kind of animals tracks they are?
Looking at them,
At this point, does it matter
roll
what we
me-
follow?
roll me a nature check. If somebody wants, Dave, see if you try and figure something out.
-1, no thanks.
Oh, smart man.
Looking at them, you can see it's like a large dog.
Big dog, question mark.
Yeah, but you can see that at the end of the paws, there's large claws as well. Normally, like, it's just like, you know, they're not that big for the claws in a dog, but these ones are fucking humongous.
I guess we just follow the dangerous looking tracks. Again, we've got no leads whatsoever as to where to go in here or what we're even looking for, or if we can even deal with whatever issue it is. We're just coming here to cause trouble at this point.
Yeah,
Wishing for
testing
death,
you guy
as
out.
usual.
Why not?
I just be like, sort of turn to look at him and just be like, you know what? You might actually be alright. Jumping head first into danger, that's my jam.
Yeah, you should have been here before your brother died.
He gets sad and he kind of has like a wee moment where like he's
Wow.
about to greet and then just like sort of catches himself.
Okay.
Smack his ass cheek.
And then
turn and follow him.
he starts like stepping in the big paw prints, just like
Step in the big paw prints as you're following the paw prints. The lead to the northeast.
What does this area smell like, you know?
shite. Oh, does it smell like the goo?
No. There's a mix, right? Obviously it has that wet smell, that wet wood smell. You can kind of smell that smell a little bit, but it's very, very faint.
Can
There's
I
definitely a rotten smell of some sort, like coming from fucking everywhere.
Can I like stop and just like shut my eyes and like smell the air and see if I can catch a direction, like what nostril that smell might be coming for?
What one? The bad smell?
Aye, the putrid fucking goo smell.
Sure. Roll me a survival check.
Survival. Ooh, let's go. I'm good at these. Yeah, that's 9.
Sick.
It kind of smells like the northeast.
Wow.
Smells like in.
I just be like, yeah, it's this way, and just like paw prints.
I don't think any of it, and none of us would have ever had any reason to be in here, right? Which is one of the places I asked about at the start of the game, and we all pretty much had just avoided it like the plague.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
most people avoid it, right? They're like,
Waited for a bit of
nobody
level up.
ever goes.
Which we've got now.
Question: what's the canopy like above us?
Looking up, you can't see the sky. It's just trees.
So, like, the vegetation isn't rotten; it just smells rotten. So, like, things that are still growing.
I will greenery and swamps and stuff that falls into the water or gets under the shade just kind of rots and dies and leaves that smell. But the stuff that's up higher tends to grow.
Yeah, that the stuff that dies then gets used as nutrients to make the trees grow. Okay, so I will.
Hear any sounds of wildlife at all?
Surprisingly, no.
That's
surprising.
That's not good. Generally, not a good thing.
I thought it'd be surprising.
If there's no like sounds of wildlife in a big, massive fucking wooded area like this, it's usually a sense of something bigger. Is like either
Big predator.
either eated them or chased them all away.
Guess we'll find out.
Kido just rolled the stoner by chance.
He's just walking along, right?
Amazing.
You just see the stoner just, casually sitting in like a hollowed out tree, and he's got a wee pipe, and he's just like,
Oh, hey, man.
yo, Ned, what's up?
I see you
What
everywhere.
are you doing in the swamp?
Ah?
What you doing here?
Just do what the fuck I want, know what I mean?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Fair.
Yeah, I don't suppose you've seen any. You weren't here earlier when 2 girls came through, were you?
No, I only arrived in like the last like
Like
20
6
minutes, my
seconds.
dudes.
You seen anything with big feet?
Other than us.
He looks at you and then he looks down. You've got pretty big feet, my dude.
No, and I'm like still in some of the fucking paw prints, just like bigger, like this.
Not that I can remember, my dude. Oh wait, it could be this in any like wild shapes into a big dog. And he puts his foot on the ground, but it's his paw print is not as big as the one you're standing in.
Yeah, that but bigger.
What's the wild shaped is? Just a big dog.
See a dire wolf or some shit.
Bigger than a dire wolf.
Bigger than a dire wolf. What's bigger than a dire
A
wolf?
big dire wolf.
A ward.
Ark.
Warg.
Or a warg, yeah.
Warg.
Probably not a warg. Dire wolf.
Hmm.
And then he turns back. And he gets nestled back into his hollowed out tree.
You you take care.
Man.
Do you feel safe in here? Are you okay? I mean, there's like, you strike me as a real naturey man, and the severe lack of, fauna here is disconcerting even to somebody who lives inside the village. Is it not a bit weird?
He just kind of looks around and he goes, nature does mysterious things, my dude. I'm just here to keep the balance.
Is that why you're following us a bit?
Yeah. I mean, no. At which point you see like almost like a line open up behind him, and it's like
Split screen again.
a little like a wee slit opens up into the tree, and he just rolls backwards through it.
And he's gone. At least now we know he can tree straight.
Where's the tree straight?
It's microwave.
It's a microwave.
So the further we go here, the less of a good idea I think this is.
Correct.
Why?
Let's keep going.
We have, I mean, I'm walking, right? We're following these fucking footprints. We're going wherever these fucking footprints are going.
If you want to roll check skill,
We just
These are just following the thingies.
Can't be on the other side of
walking
this.
the top.
This is the only thing we've got to go off, eh? And this could be completely unrelated.
Yep.
We could get back to town and the lassies could be gone again.
Yep.
We could have been well better served by standing guard over them so nothing could take them, or
So
waiting until they wander away again and then following them would have been
Or
the
they've
best
murdered
idea.
the entire village by the time we get back.
Or they've
Boys,
murdered the
yous are
entire
being a
village.
wee bit loud.
while yous are walking, another 20 minutes pass and nothing really happens. The paw prints eventually, like, you know,
Turn into
surpri-
people prints.
weirdly enough, as you move away from like the lake and stuff like that, it becomes more dry as you reach the center. So there's like less indents into the water, and the tracks become less and less noticeable. Yeah, it is at this point that hold on. Leo, you hear in your head a voice that says, "This place."
Just displace.
No, it says, "Leave this place." That's my. I think I need to put my gain up a wee bit.
Yeah, your thingy counted. All I heard was space.
Leave this place. In his head.
I'll drop low. I'll look around quick.
Yeah, you look around. Roll me a perception check. Looking around, you can't see anything. Nothing's moving. There's no sounds. There is that smell, like that slight smell of putrefaction again, that is just lingering in the air.
Did anybody else hear that?
What?
Kenneth are just arguing about two wee lassies murdering everybody in the town and the logistics of that.
And I'm just like, these two? Aye, man.
Alright, so we'll start with the tavern. They'll kill everyone. They'll take them over.
But what if they hold up in the smithy though? Those walls are like the
Fuck.
only brick walls in town. Sorry, what was that, Leo?
A woman.
What?
Talking
No,
to me in my head.
it wasn't a woman. It was just a voice.
Just a
You
voice.
can't tell the gender.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'll pull out a tinfoil hat I made from home and put it on.
Sure. You put your
I heard a voice. They told me to leave.
Can you speak back to it?
Don't know.
Nah.
Do you know what that means? But if you hear the voice, it means we're going the right way.
Yeah,
He's got a
usually if
point,
they're,
Leo.
but usually if they're strong enough to talk to you.
Do you know
in
what
your
we should have
head-
done? We should have
Kenneth,
brought wee
roll me
lassies
a
with us.
perception check,
Like,
Kenneth. 22.
Okay.
We should have
Okay.
brought some wee lassies
So-
with us and used them as bait.
It is at this point, Kenneth, that as you look over to your hold on, I need to put a token so I know where these are.
Like here, right?
He's all there. Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
You. Yeah, so you look over to your like your 10 o'clock, at which point you can see like a hunched over figure, that seems to be like its mouth dripping with this liquid that you saw before. You can see a massive snout, teeth. It stood up like a human. You can see almost like a mane on its back. Scarred face. It almost looks like a werewolf, but yeah, like not a wolf.
How far from us?
Like, say 150 feet.
I look up beside me on my shoulder.
Oh.
No, actually, no. Sorry, about 100 feet.
Oh, God. Identify yourself.
Hall can't
As you
identify
Looking to get
himself.
dead.
As you say this, the creature, kind of like not panics, but like is startled. At which point, the area around it just goes completely black, and you watch as, like a massive dark orb is around this tree.
Splooge darkness.
Telepathy. Innate casting darkness. Poisonous bites. Probably resistance, if not immunity to non-magical damage. Definitely fear or monstrosity of some description.
This is a weird type of eel.
I don't know if I fancy what chances here. Or words gonna be useful here.
We can try it.
I mean, if they're taking girls from the town, something has to be done sooner or later.
We don't know why.
Nothing good. They were covered in poison. You seen the look on their face.
Again,
They
we
weren't
don't
hot.
know. We don't know if they were taken. They might have just been curious as to what this thing was, and then the thing might have just like gooed them to get them to fuck off, or I don't know.
He can do the words thing.
I tell you what, and I will use my last spell slot. Go say hi, and I'll slap him on the back and cast Shield of Faith on him.
Oh, me? What?
Yup.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We went
10
through
minutes
this.
starts now.
Craw, a couple of days ago, we were in the bakery and we went through this, and I told you, you were the leader of this group.
I hate you.
I'm the dad of the group.
Every campaign has one.
Like, one step forward to separate myself from the group. And this globe of darkness is still sat there stationary, right?
Yeah, it's just sat there.
I will
Nothing that you can see is moved in or out of it.
bow my head in its direction and like take another step forward, and showing as much respect
So,
as
90
Deacon
feet.
fucking knows how. I apologise for our intrusion into your home. We have come seeking answers or help or knowledge to assist with an issue we're having. Two of the children from the village came by this way and have returned home with some sort of affliction. We don't seek violence nor to bring harm to you or this area, only to rectify any issues that may have been caused that brought this illness on.
It is at this point that you hear, not in your head, but like out loud, like a voice that is. How is it you describe it again? Like you can tell it's evil as he's speaking it. There's like a lot of crunching and like hisses and it like it leads to almost like an exclamation. At which point, in your head, Deacon, you hear. What would it say? Those who have been marked shall never be unmarked. They will become the prey which sustains me.
I'll just I'll lift my head. I'll no unbow. I'll just like raise my head and like stare into the black void.
The globe. It's probably been over a
am-
minute now. It's in darkness, lads. A minute, right?
I have no idea. I am
Oh, 10 minutes.
a young man, most likely a lot younger than you. My worldly experiences are very limited, and I had a very peaceful upbringing until very recently. I understand that the language that you are speaking to me in, that is being translated into my head, is one of probably two ways that you know how to communicate. The other way, I also have recently learned how to communicate, and I can assure you that's not a conversation you wish to have.
Can you speak that
I
language?
come here offering peace, assistance, a resolution without violence. I ask you pleadingly, I'll bow my head again, please take the peaceful resolution.
Again, you hear that crunching, hissing, evil voice, and again, a piercing into your mind. There shall be no peace. At which point you see a figure just dart from the darkness into the into the forest, into the swamp even. Sorry.
Away from us?
Yeah, just gone. Fucking sprinting. I don't think you can keep up with it. Let me check.
Fucking hell. Not in this one.
Not interested in trying to keep up with the swamp, honestly.
Bye.
Yeah, I suppose you use it at fucking like half speed or half speed. Okay.
Ready for a fight in Alair right now.
Turn my head back to everybody and kind of look at Leo as who I would expect to be the most experienced member of the group at this point. Why does everybody always choose violence?
Not a lot of people are good with words. They weren't taught to be good with their words. They were taught to be good with their fists, or work the fields, use weapons.
I would really like to think that most people would try and avoid it at all costs.
There's a lot of languages in the world, man. There's only one language that everybody speaks universally.
Shall we head back?
I think we've frightened whatever that was away for now.
So,
I have concocted an
It's
idea.
quite late.
By the sounds of it, the marked were prey for this thing,
Mm.
so it's gonna come back for them or try and draw them back.
They
Mark-
won't be able to leave.
Implies.
I'll just kind of turn around and spit into the swamp. It's gonna have to come get them.
Marked implies they've been marked by someone or something for some reason.
You've got me intrigued.
Or the
You really
goo.
know what this is.
What's that?
I need to know what this is. My brain has been going fucking 100 mile an hour trying to figure it out.
As I read this monster, this was like the first monster I chose out of everything. I've wanted to run this thing for so fucking long. It's just cool as fuck.
So,
Is that a Lucrota? No.
Nope.
we're heading back and we'll take shifts watching the girls. Try and keep them together.
So, lock them in a room.
So we're gonna need to do a bit of walking back through the marsh at night to get back to town anyway. So we may as well get started.
Would
It's
it
like 10
be-
o'clock.
Would it be naive of me to try and think of a different way to deal with this?
I think it already
Here, what have
chose.
you got in mind?
This thing, this creature, or if it used to be a person's been cussed or twisted or broken in some fashion. Is it really so much to think that there may be a way to undo that?
Possible.
Cuss?
I really don't want to have to swing my sword at every single problem that comes our way.
Possible, but it's not always an option.
It's not always the easy option.
Happy to try.
Head
You
back
can
to
try,
town. Don't
but-
imagine it will take him into town.
I think it's already made the decision for you, my dude.
Do you think this thing is...
Did
The
Did you
old
tell
witch.
us everything that you heard in your head now?
Oh no, did I fuck?
So we
Um,
don't
Strong
know.
enough to talk
We
to
don't
it.
know anything then.
That's
It's,
their
we
heads,
just
so-
saw him talking off into the distance and then it running away. So
And it growling at us.
I told you it was talking to me though.
Yeah.
So we knew it's strong enough to talk telepathically.
If it's marked them and wants to get to them, it's gonna have to get into town.
yeah,
At this point, we have this information, and it's not hard to tell the guards to not let the kids leave and to look after them. And as old as he's getting, Magnus, Chrissy, and Stevie should be able to hold off any single threat that was to try and bust into the town on its own.
Yeah, like
Right.
we're gonna need to lock the girls up in a room or something. They're probably gonna find a way out, or
Which brings this
they
issue
will find a
up,
way in.
yeah, like right up to the top of the list of things that need to be done in a hurry.
Let's go back to town first.
The proactive approach is to try and find a way of either hunting this thing down in its own territory or dealing with it some other way.
Yeah.
Do you think that thing is the old witch?
Doesn't look like it from stories I've heard, but could be.
Then if the legends of the old witch are true, is it one of her pets?
She could be controlling it.
Is it an enemy of hers? Is she someone we could bargain with?
We'll explore further another day and try
yeah.
and find her.
If we go down that line of thinking, then maybe that person has been cursed by this witch, like you said.
We should probably fully rest first.
It might be using it to mark these people and then take them back and do whatever the fuck it does.
Never really read books about witches. They make me feel uncomfortable.
I just know what everybody else knows. They primarily kidnap kids, and most, if not all, are usually never seen again.
There's been other disappearances here, right?
That's what I was asking, but apparently now that we know, nobody knows anything. So nobody
'Cause
said.
it wasn't just the Muggins we had heard about. There was other disappearances that were mentioned, was there not?
was
But
just
they were
Muggins.
few and far between.
I'm pretty sure that was in his previous campaign.
That was in your game, the disappearing
Yeah,
kids.
yours.
and then There's muggins happening here. I think that was it.
My fucking universe wires are getting crossed.
Yeah.
Different hag, different multiverse, mate.
Same multiverse, different sphere.
Yeah, let's head back first.
Yeah. We need to roll for a fair bit still before we get back to the base. Maybe we
Yeah.
get an encounter or two.
I think as we're walking back here, when I'm feeling super agitated, I stuff my horn inside my armour and just pod onto the hilt of the broken sword as we're walking back.
Yeah. Right. So as you're walking back, like within the first like 10 minutes, I would say Kenneth, you're the heaviest of everybody, right? You reach the point of where like the swamp becomes super deep, and as you go to step in, your leg like goes all the way in, and as you get to a point like just under your thigh, your foot hits something, like in the bottom of this marsh.
Is it like fucking
something
slips
solid?
and wobbles all the way to the side? I'll grab his horn to steady him so he doesn't break his leg.
I'll
Yeah,
like
sure.
knock it with my foot and try and tell what sort of texture it is. Is it stone or?
As you're hitting it, you kind of really it's fucking solid. It has a bit of give as you like put some pressure onto it, but no much.
Try and just feel around with my foot, see if I can feel any edges.
Sure. You follow trying to push the mud out of the way, right? It's quite hard. You feel it's a bit curved.
Yeah, hold your breath.
There's a bit of
Yeah, but with your horns.
sure. You want to get in a bit with your horns?
That was
You
a
stay-
question. Do you want to get in a bit with your horns,
No,
Kenneth?
I'll
I'm
feel
fucking
it.
no.
I got my waders on, I'm good.
Are you digging a bit it?
Yeah, I'll just kick around the edge, see if I can try and get
Sure.
loose at all.
As you
I'll hold,
you're
up
trying
my
to
hand,
like
help him.
yeah, as you're like digging through this mud, pulling it all the way, you can see there's actually like a glint of metallic. I'm assuming you've got a torch or something like that so you can see.
Light up.
I was
Right,
wondering how long it was going to take you.
That's a noise.
Aye.
Or
I'll light
dancing
up
lights.
and
Yeah,
help
I'm sure
him.
you've got light and dancing lights and shit. You see a wee glint of a metal, or like in this pit. As you dig more, pulling out the shape, you can see what appears to be the edge of some sort of armor, as well as the decaying corpse of someone.
Oh, he's just
Oh,
gonna be
no.
fucking scattered everywhere.
Probably. Yeah, I'll try and pull it up then.
You literally just like pull a body up out of the fucking.
As you go to pull it up, it is extremely fucking heavy. You pull it up and like obviously the skeleton is at this point just like falling apart. The head's still like falling down, and the arms and stuff like that. At this point, you pull out like say a half plate that is extremely rusted, but would still be functionable. If it got a bit salted.
Okay, I'll try and feel around where I found it as well, see if I can find any like bags or anything they might have had on them as well, or any other pieces of armor or weapons.
Sure, 2 wee seconds.
I'm gonna post up and keep an eye on the area around about to make sure nothing's.
Sure.
behind us.
Feeling about and trying to roll an investigation check for me quickly.
While he's looking about a second time, can I try and like wipe down the half plate a bit and then like fold it up a bit and jam it in my bag?
Sure. You give it a wipe down and you clean off some of the rust, and you can see that there's some sort of symbol on the chest. That you've never really seen before, but you just fucking shove it in your bag. 14, yeah. You feel around and you can definitely feel there's a shield here, as well as a longsword, both extremely rusted. The sword is kinda falling apart. The tip of the sword is definitely just like snapped off, so it's just, but it's it can still be used as a slashing weapon. Albeit not very well.
Tetanus.
The shield looks okay. As you lift up the shield, you can see that there's like loads of bugs and stuff like that under this shield. But you pick it up and you just kind of fucking shake it a wee bit, and all the bugs come off.
I'll hand them to Leo as well.
Sure, Leo, you take them, you give them a wee clean
Have a
off.
look about, same again, wipe them down, try and
Sure,
get all the
you
gunk
find
shit
this
off
same
them.
symbol on the shield.
That's it.
And on the
Action
as you like try to rub the sword down, you get the mud off, but the rust is just like in the sword. There's too many cracks and stuff like that. It doesn't seem very functionable at all.
Anyone else recognize the symbol?
Looking as anybody proficient in history?
Nope.
No.
Get 14 in if that helps, but no.
I'll have a look at it and see if I recognise it from my old days.
The
No,
proficiency in
nothing.
history.
Okay. Fair.
We can ask about in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep heading back. Keep an eye out for anything else. Now we know the.
See where like
Sure. You want to roll me? Say, hold on a minute.
With it trying to sound like an absolute grave robber,
What?
like replenishing a fucking group war chest by looting.
That's
corpses
what I
in the
was
swamp
literally
is
just
not
gonna
actually
say.
a terrible idea.
I was just gonna say, like, do we take a minute and like just sort of fan out?
Roll
like,
me 4 more perception checks. Whoever's looking about.
I'll do.
Every 10 minutes, this would be.
I'll do one.
You take one each then, or two.
Oh, okay. That was the first one. Sure.
There you go. It's on that 20 anyway.
So
Nice.
14, 20,
14,
and
26.
20. Not bad. So. Oh no, hold on. Who's no rolled? Deacon? Deacon roll.
Deacon didn't roll.
So Kenneth, you find.
Wait, the 14 was from before.
Yeah,
so it would
14 was
be
before.
20.
Oh,
26,
so it'd be
21 and 7.
Me
Alright, so
first.
we'll do legal first. 20.
Well, then I know though.
Yeah, we'll do. Oh fuck.
I'm gonna go grab another water. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
If anybody cares, anytime we were pressing the hydrate button, he's been substantially putting away water throughout the night. Just
Has he actually been drinking? I
He's-
beat the shit out of that button every time he's streaming.
yeah, man. You may not be able to see him, but he's
When
been
Jim
pounding
died,
down
me
some
and
water
Luke
throughout the night.
hydrated him for the month.
He's been pounding down some water. I'll put another wee one up for when he's back, since he's away getting a bottle. I'm gonna
Spent
do it quick.
all my channel points on hydrates over the course of 2 days.
Oh man, I dropped one of the 20k ones out there for a laugh.
So
These dirty lips.
So Leo, you actually find the remains of what seems to be a camp of some sort. You can see like a hammock, just like a rotten hammock. Like swinging about, as well as what appears to be the stones for around a campfire.
We could actually post up here for the night fairly easily.
We need to make sure we need to get the people back in town aware of the last situation.
Gambin's never gone well for us.
Nah, but if we're looking for a scrap, it's not a fucking bad way to attract one.
So you find the camp. Roll me another perception check, Leo, or you get a chance.
Yep, thanks. Perception.
8.
No, that's good.
You find what appears to be a small bag. Inside the small bag, you find a bloodstone worth 40 GP and an agate, or agate is worth 7 GP.
Fuck. Not bad.
So 47 golden gems. One blood
47
gem.
gold. Okay. Who was next? It was Kenneth. Kenneth, you don't find anything, unfortunately. And then it was
24.
Earth. He's the way to get water.
He's back.
He's back.
But that was the.
He's back with the find ways in that 20 for a total of 21.
Right.
You found a lot of hydrates. Okay, Daniels. Get him, God.
Oh, brain freeze. Oh, that one bomb.
Oh,
Whew.
man, just for good measure.
That was 750.
A similar thing happens, Earth, where as you're walking about, you see like almost like a glint. However, this glint you see is actually embedded within the roots of a tree.
I'll go see if I can pry it free.
Sure. You, I'm assuming you take out your axe and you start fucking like hacking
Yeah.
away at this thing.
Yeah, I'm put into practice what Jim was teaching me back in our olden days, but you know, less finesse and more just brute force.
Yeah.
You just take your axe and you just hit the trees.
You know.
Yeah. So you just start hitting the trees, and as you're hitting the trees again, there's a skeleton, you know, embedded within this tree that's kind of like growing around the skeleton.
It's a stoner.
As you, as you're like looking at this armor, you notice that the tree is actually giving it like some sort of protection over the however many years it's been here, or months, or however long it's been. Looking at it, you can probably guess years. And as you're like digging away into the mud and into the roots and into the tree itself, you actually find a set of breastplate.
Okay.
Buried into this again. As you pull out the skeleton falls apart, and you look at the chest, the chest, and again, it's that similar insignia that you found on the previous equipment. Try as you might, though, you can't find the accompanying weapons or anything like that.
Just breastplate
So
again.
if you want to roll me another perception check, see if you can.
12.
12, not bad. While you're looking for the weapons, though, you happen to find. Yeah, I'll just give you. I'll say you find a warhammer.
Ooh. I'll say it's the Warhammer, looks like it's fucked, or is it still in the same
Yeah,
sort of...
it's kind of that general nick of usable, but would have to see a bit of repair first.
I'll check
and
the
then-
Warhammer as well for see if there's any insignia on it as well. See if it's marked like with the same thingy, or if it's just excuse me, plain.
Looking about, you actually can't find it.
This place is fucking thick with corpses.
Yeah.
A lot of people have died here.
Like,
Yeah, like a lot of people have died, right? But according to them, people don't come out here. Yeah, there's like a shit ton of bodies potentially in here.
But it's no like, yeah, well, I won't say anything.
No,
You
on
can
you
make
go.
your
What you gonna say?
You can
villagers
surmise
don't
your
come
own.
out here, right? But these aren't the villagers. That's mostly knights armor. That is
And-
probably a
Yeah, and
set of
use
paladin's
none of
armor.
yous recognise the insignia or anything, right? So it's probably potentially
It must
older than
be
yous.
old, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can ask around in town.
yeah.
Sure,
We
someone will know.
assume. So here's some.
Blacksmith, maybe?
Or the mayor.
Do you think the blacksmith might recognise? Or yeah, mayor or the
Or Greg.
Or the clerk.
yeah, Greg, the wee
The
smart boy.
merchant, he does have first dibs on stuff.
Aye,
See if
You'll
we start
stuff
to
that we
look at more books as well yet.
stuff that we take him, right?
Yeah.
Wild theory, could something back here be what the goblins were after? As far as where the village wasn't built on anything spectacular, right? We don't know of anything at the bottom of the lake they could have possibly been after. But
Well,
I mean,
You
Yes.
know that the goblins said that they were running away for something.
but they also said they were here for something. He was very specific about being here for something. He kept saying resources, but he was obviously talking his arse.
I mean, I think it was just a case of like the town was. Oh yeah, I suppose. No, the town wouldn't be in the way though,
Why?
because you can easily pass around it and get to the swamp if you really wanted to.
You could, but where's a better staging point than here, than our village that's already built for moving into the swamp?
Fair enough, but they did also make a camp, right?
They did.
Yeah, they've got a camp like
So-
within a day's travel if they wanted the swamp. Well, then they could have
Yeah,
got to it.
maybe we'll never know.
You spend like, prior to starting an adventuring group, apparently, you spent like 90% of your time in the water, Kenneth, right?
Pretty much.
Is there anything at the bottom of the lake?
I don't know.
Has anybody explored?
Or
the
have
lake?
had any stories or anything from the other fishes?
You want to light me up and I'll go for a swim?
Roll me a history check, Kenneth, and I'll give you advantage because, you know, being a lakeman, this is probably your thing. 10. You know, again, of a myth. That, well, first a legend. There once was a larger city here. That sunk basically, and that's what this lake became apparently.
Is that just like this is like, as far as we're aware, it's a fairy tale, right?
Yeah, it's a fucking fairy tale. Like, it's 100% a fairy tale. But fisherman, I say fisherman. Fisherman Olaf, who, you know, wakes up drunk, has claimed to see, like, walking fish.
I believe him, he's one of my people.
No one
Like, as
believes
in,
it.
like, a human fish.
It just seems to be the more we experience this area outside the village, the kind of weirder everything gets, and the more we just don't have a fucking clue what's actually going on. The village could have literally been built on the ruins of something that we don't know is there, that somebody else does know is there. This might sound pointless, like try to connect what's happening in the swamp and these lassies to this, but I don't think it. If there is something else there, and there is something in the swamp, and the goblins are here to get something, and this thing is starting up now, and the danger of the entire continent is like reaching like a climax right now. Coincidences, they don't exist.
Maybe the insignia will give us more of an idea if someone knows where it's from.
Right, light me up. I'm going for a swim.
Here, not in the swamp. Wait until we get back to the village, right?
Not at night. It's late.
Oh, you mean the lake
What
around the
is he up
town?
there?
Yeah.
Ah, I thought you meant the lake here. I was ready to just fucking go for a dip.
Oh no.
Oh, no, no.
The one around town, you can go in there and come out with a fish in your mouth.
A new clue.
What's the rules on holding your breath underwater again?
A minute
Constitution.
per con.
1 minute plus
a
one
minute.
per con.
Per con or per con mod?
It's 1 plus a minute per con. Or is it con mod minimum of 1, right?
I think it's 1 plus your con mod.
Yeah, 1 plus con mod.
So 3 minutes I could hold my breath for.
Okay. While you are having this conversation, you arrive back at at the bridge, at which point you see just sitting at the like just on the bridge itself, and just kind of like looking out into the sky is a large toad.
On the bridge.
Just on the bridge
between
itself.
the swamp and the.
Yeah, the swamp on the thing. As it looks over towards you as you walk over with your light.
I'll slowly approach it. What the fuck do frogs eat?
Flies and shit.
Insects
On that
and shit?
size, probably us.
Probably people.
That is a large lad.
I'll hang to the back.
I'll pull a nail out my pouch and walk towards him, holding it up. Buddy,
Roll me an animal handling check.
you hungry?
You don't tame that thing right fucking now. I'm gonna spin kick you in the
Ooh.
balls.
24. Yeah, as you come over with the eel and slowly make your way over again, like that Jurassic World situation. It just kind of it makes the and its tongue just fucking darts out of its mouth, grabs the eel and pulls it back in, and it just like swallows it.
Don't lick it, Kenneth.
Like the toad.
Don't lick the toad.
You licking the toad?
I'll end up like Stevie. Yeah, I'll just try and head past it.
Sure. You.
But it doesn't try and fucking trump us.
Yeah, it's like as you're heading past it, you can clearly see it's like its wee eye just kind of like following your path. And as you walk past it, it makes no moves.
As a great man once said.
I'm gonna give it a wide berth and go by.
Sure. The bridge isn't that wide, so you give it like maybe like 4 centimeters berth. You squeeze past it, and it's just watching you one by one as you're walking past.
Can I look at the toad in the eyes and see if there's anything else going on behind there?
Roll me.
Like, what's it thinking? Like, when it's staring at us?
Roll me an insight check.
Who's it possessed by?
Insight. Ooh, not good. 8.
Bastards.
Looking into its eyes, there definitely seems to be some sort of intelligence.
Smart frog. No, I walk past.
What did you say?
Smart frog.
Smart frog.
Yeah, and then I just walk past, like, right, mate.
What do you mean it's a smart frog?
And it goes.
Look at its eyes. See what I mean? I just said alright, mate. I just said alright back.
I will join in the shenanigans.
I want to look at his eyes as well.
Yeah, sure. Everybody roll me insight checks. Whoever wants to determine the frog's intelligence.
Oof.
20. You look into this frog's eyes, and you can see that there is no intelligence whatsoever.
It's a frog.
It's a
This
fucking.
frog is so smart, guys. Look, Deacon, look right there. And I'll step away and continue walking towards them.
Deacon is showing the utmost respect to his new frog god. Giving a deep bow, a big sweeping one.
As you give the toad a big sweeping bow, it actually shifts its body to look at you.
The goddess baby respects. And I'll turn and follow the group.
And I'll just start going off on a story like, did you know frogs are actually one of the smartest animals?
Right up there with dolphins. Can they be trained?
I mean, they can. So can basilisks.
Very special.
And Barry just gives you a thumbs up.
I can't get him just walking about like a big bouncer behind you all the time.
Okay, so you make your way past the bridge and make your way back to the town. It's like fucking, what time would it be?
I
now?
get
Like
to the
11
end of the
o'clock?
bridge and I stop and I turn around and I look at it and I think to myself, how many tokens is it worth?
Just got the
Roman
tokens.
intelligence check.
Oh, mate, let's go. I'm good at these.
It's worth the amount of tokens that I just tamed it.
Oh, mate, I'm actually good at these.
You can guess more than one.
Sick.
Mate.
Right.
Worth it.
Life is just so much more fulfilling when you don't stab everything that moves.
Mother
Arthur doesn't
homo, am I
agree and
right?
he brings out his axe.
Kenneth agrees, but Luke disagrees.
I just look back at the toad and I'll just be like, you're
Right,
alright.
who's giving the explanation to
You're smart.
the Waynes,
I'll
the
leave you be.
Wayne's dad, and the guard force? Because I need my sleep.
I mean, you're just getting into our room, right? Your
We
brains are
don't-
cursed.
You
We
can't.
need to watch them. Put them in a room together. And we take shifts. We need to take shifts anyway, regardless of whether you need to sleep. We need to watch them. We can't just entrust them to fucking villagers, right? What if something happens to them and then they fucking freak out in the middle of the night and kill their dads?
The
Know what I mean?
blacksmith.
I mean, what if we get back here and they've already killed everybody?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so.
Yeah, you're having this conversation. You make it back to the town. You notice, like, obviously, pretty much there's no lights within the town. Just the lamps about the thing, the place. You
What's
head
back?
straight into the inn.
Maysdale.
You head into the inn, and there you see Brunhilde kind of like sitting at the counter, you know, like half asleep. And you walk in. She goes, "Ah, you're back."
Where's the girls?
Oh, they're home.
Dead.
They can't be home.
Yeah.
They can't be home. She kind of
Alone.
looks up. Oh,
I mean, both of them. We need someone to look after them and watch them, and not watch them for their safety.
wait. You think that they'll cause harm to other people?
Maybe. At the very least, we can't have them leaving the town at any point for any reason.
I'm just a innkeeper. I'm really probably better off speaking to Magnus about this.
Yep, but he's been oh so helpful up to this point.
She just kind of shakes her head and she goes, "If you need somewhere to keep them, you can bring them here."
You can put
just-
them in the front room
I-
upstairs. I
Attaboy.
just redecorated.
Yeah, as she's fucking saying this, I'm already halfway out the door. Like, back in a minute.
Here, you do not know where you're going.
Exactly. And then I walk back in and be like, "Hey, where did they stay again?"
Oh, you're back already?
Yeah.
One of them stays in the house attached to the smithy, and the other one stays down at the dock, I think.
I'll go with Earth to Olaf's.
The fisherman.
Go to
Okay.
the fisherman.
You head to the fisherman's house. Chap on the door, and there's no answer.
How late is it?
They're all dead.
You let yourself in.
How
and,
late is it? What time is it?
Like 11 o'clock.
Olaf's usually passed out at this point.
Yeah, I can't. Drunk as fuck.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's let ourselves in.
You let
I
yourself.
check the
in.
door for traps.
Roll me investigation check.
There's a microwave on it.
There fucking might be. An 8.
No trapped one. So you head in, and then needles pop out. No, you head in. You find Olaf basically like KO, just on the floor, just snoring away, and you can see Sigrun on the bed beside him.
I gave him a wee slap. Try and wake him up.
Just leave him. Just leave him.
Mm-mm.
Just take his way, and
You-
Yeah, I don't
you
fancy
give him
just
a-
taking his way in.
I was
You give
gonna
him,
leave
you
him
give him a slap, and you kind of he's like, what?
Olaf, right?
Yeah, he's asking.
Yeah, wake up. Come on.
You see, like he's trying to squint his eyes at you.
grab some things. You and the girl. Wait, you need to come with us. I'll slap him again. He's clearly fell asleep halfway through me telling him to fucking wake up.
And then he wakes up again and he's like, oh, really? I just fucking spent all that time trying to get that fucking smell off her.
I know, we don't mean to alarm you, but we think we should
You like
watch
booze,
over them
right?
tonight.
He hears booze and he kind of like perks up.
You ever lived in a tavern before?
Yeah, man.
How would you like to again for a while?
Sounds good to me. And he stands up and grabs some things and picks up Sigrun. And
Give
he's
you a
like,
tea
"Shh, Sigrun, he's like, shh, Sigrun, it's okay. We're just moving for a wee bit."
Is she any more responsive at this point?
She's fucking asleep, so not really.
Croc,
No.
you're muted.
So he heads to the tavern. I'm assuming the other two go to the blacksmith.
Yes.
You head to the blacksmith and tap on the door, and on the other side of the door you hear, who is it? That is a man's voice.
It's us, Leon Deacon.
It's me, the bogus gas man.
At which point you hear he goes, okay, give me 2 seconds, and you hear like fucking like locks and just all sorts of shit just being like unbarricaded in front of this door.
This man knows what's up.
I've got a funny feeling your armour's been put to the side and he spent the rest of his day building locks.
Locks.
He opens the door and he looks at you and he goes, can I help? You can see, looking at him, you can see his face is just pale, his eyes are bloodshot.
You are
Don't look good.
obviously quite concerned for your daughter's safety.
Can you
You
tell?
should be happy to know that we share your concern.
Oh, is she in danger?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
You need to come with us. No. We can keep her safe.
Okay. And he will like fucking charge in, and you see him like basically like putting on this armor, like this old ass fucking armor, and he's got like a shield and a sword, and he puts his shield in his back, and he slides his sword into its sheath.
Check his armour for insignia. Whoo.
It does not have. He does not have an insignia. It takes him about 10 minutes to put this armor on. He is actually wearing full plate.
Ooh.
It's fine.
Fucking
15 minutes
hell.
stuff.
Um,
More weight as well. Fuck.
Here's a rich old man.
He's got a side businessman. He's just like holding side bits of
as
material
you're
and
like
stuff.
admiring his full plate as he's putting on, he goes, "This is my life's work. I've spent the better part of like 30 years making this." So,
Right.
and he goes and picks up Anna, who also seems to be scrubbed clean.
Has she changed at all? In the past
No,
few
not
weeks?
not really. She perked up a little bit, but when she was going to bed. But I told her I'd keep an eye on her, and she seemed happy to go to sleep.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. We found something in the swamp. It was a creature, and not the pleasant kind. It seems to have marked your daughter and her friend. And the only words it used to describe them was prey.
You just see like tears well up in his eyes, and he just kind of looks at you, and he grabs you on your shoulders and please help me. I'll do anything.
Of course, you know us.
I do. And he like heads in, and he finds like a wee bag, and he comes over to you and he just puts it in your hand, and he just goes, "That'll be the first of many to come." And he's got Anna, and he goes, "Where are we going?"
As he's like picking her up and stuff, I'll
At the
take
end.
the bag he's handed me and I'll just stick it on like a side table next to the door on the inside before we walk away.
Okay. Like you try to hide it, what?
No making it obvious, we're that way.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Slam lock the door behind us. We head to
Okay.
the end.
Straight
Go
to
to
then.
the inn. It's the easiest place to bring
Okay.
people.
You head to the inn, and as you obviously use both groups arrive pretty much at the room at the same point. Obviously, Earth and Kenneth, you notice is an old man dressed in full plate, long sword, shield. Arrives as well
That's
as
my new hero.
you know, Deacon and Leo. You notice is Olaf seems to be rather happy that he's going to the inn.
Some fancy thread screen. Didn't know you were a fighter.
I'm not. This is something that I was working on for a long time.
Okay.
Let's get him inside.
If now's not the time to use it, then when is? And he walks in. At which point Brunhilde, points them up to the newly decorated room, and there's like a few beds about. The good thing about this room though is it's like behind the counter, and as you like go through one of the sets of doors, you go up, and it's like in the almost like a converted loft. Explain what it looks like, Dale.
So as you go in, there is a double bed that's been placed, and there's also 2 small single beds for each of the fathers. And you go upstairs and you turn and you go in. You slowly turn and you're going left as you're spiraling the last few steps into the attic. There is the starts of the roots of a tree that slowly get bigger and more bulbous as you go left and more into the room, and the tree gradually gets bigger and more massive as like a forced perspective sort of like takes it through and down into the length of the attic room, and eventually prints out like a small silhouette of like what would look like the skyline of the city beside it, and then there's a large axe in the middle of the tree root as well. Was Leo's final send
That was
off
his-
for
His 4 days work,
Or
hard
Jim.
grafting.
this was for him.
Beautiful
Yeah.
work, Leo.
Anna and Sigrun are placed on the double bed, and
I'll take Jim's,
Olaf.
Staff off my back, and I'll rest it in the corner.
Olaf heads onto one of the beds, and he pulls out a wee hit flask and like takes a swig of it, and then just like conks out pretty much. And you see Crane just like sitting on the bed, looking at I don't know. Aye, Sigrun for a bit.
Are there windows in this room?
There's one. It's like a little circular. One like at the top, like at the steeple. What's it called?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, is it steeple?
Is it right? Yeah, the steeple.
the
Sorry,
apex
apex
of the
bit.
The apex of the roof, and there's just a wee circle, and it's like a wee cross. And there's just like it's almost like a, that small window to allow moonlight in.
Is there a shutter on it?
There is, yes.
Flick the shutter out.
Sure.
Put the latch on it.
So you grab
So,
Jim's
at all
staff and you
times-
shut it out.
There should be one of us in this room all night. In fact, there should probably be 2 of us in this room all night. We can rotate out one person at a time until daylight breaks, and then in the morning we can get Magnus informed to put guards on these 2 until we deal with the issue.
I'll be happy to leave a guard on them full time, but we do.
I can stay for now. There's a nice rocking chair in the corner. I've still got half a bottle.
I'll stay with him.
Okay, I need my sleep.
Sure. His head name.
No.
No.
Instead of going home, I'll go out and round the back of the inn where they dump the waste booze into the lake or whatever, and I'll scarper up the side of the building until I can get up onto a bit of the roof that I can sit on.
Yeah, sure.
Got my armor and all that off. The only thing I have with me is my sword and the sword hilt.
Okay.
As the clouds break, I'm gonna just sit cross-legged in the moonlight, as high up as I can get in the town. I'm assuming the highest point in the town is the top of the inn.
Second top, I'd say the Mayor's Manor's probably taller.
Okay. Aye, I'll sit up there and I'll cradle the salt out with that eye shut for the evening. Just listen to the surroundings, and that'll be my rest. I'll sleep there.
Okay. Kenneth, I'm assuming you just go home.
Yeah, just go back and go home and crash.
Sure. You awaken, so you all fall asleep. And awaken.
I don't go to sleep, by the way.
Are you staying awake?
Yeah, I'm
so you
staying
take a point of
awake all night.
exhaustion.
Yep.
Someone can come get me to watch as well, when you?
Yeah, I'll stay there for like 4 hours or so, 4.5 hours, then I'll head out towards Kansas.
Right. Okay. So you're staying
Generally,
awake the
that's
whole
what
night,
Leo.
Earth. Yeah. So you'll get rest.
Staying up the whole night.
Aye,
Yeah,
it's-
and then-
it's
Yeah,
see
and
him-
then I'll go away down the stairs and go to bed after I've been there for a few hours.
Then as long as it's not chucking it down me rain, I'm sleeping on the roof.
Once he,
That's right.
once
It's
he
fine.
gets
It's just
up
a
and
late
fucking heads out for the night, I'll go grab the chair and I'll take it towards the door and I'll wedge it underneath the door and I'll sit on the chair.
Okay.
And just watch the room.
That's fine. So you do your things. The night passes uneventfully. You all get your long rest off except for Earth. So you take a point of exhaustion. Okay. It is morning. 3 of you are currently in the tavern, and 1 is on top.
Exhaustion.
Can we stop here? Because I'm
You?
falling asleep in my chair.
Sure, man. It's fine. Let's just leave that there.
Cool.
Never get any combat in, of course.
Let's do
Next
it.
time. I rolled like shit. I kept rolling like 5 and above, and I was raging about it.
Get new tokens.
Sure. I'll give
Yeah, I
you.
got some gear.
I'll give you say 3 tokens each, for finding the creature.
Really don't want to kill it, Kieran. Really don't want to kill it, man.
Any frog tokens?
You get 2, yes, for taming the frog, or the toad even. And I
What
think
was it?
that
Is it giant
should-
toad?
It was a giant toad, yeah.
Yeah, so I can see up one right?
CR1, yeah. So it's very easy.
Cabbage.
Garbage. Yeah. it should
Dale, you want
be,
to add an extra set of breastplate that's no damage to your sheet as well?
did I give you the tokens for the swordsman the other day, Crow?
Aye.
I did. That's
Aye,
right.
because you divided up all the tokens like per event that we went through.
Aye. That's
I
right.
think you got like 5 extra tokens for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went through everything.
Could always go to the end of the VOD.
I'll watch that later.
Check
I'll retroactively add them. What is that for tokens like now anyway? What is that?
I am at 12.
Bad.
Only a 6 on my sheet. Which makes me
You should have way more than that, my friend.
not quite be sure whether I got tokens for the man or not.
Yeah, someone should have bought.
Yeah,
mean,
no,
did you
'cause remember you
know
spent,
get,
you
like-
said that you spent like all your tokens to do the thing
Oh
before
yeah, you
the
spent
fight.
10, right?
But no for the man.
Because I'm
Yeah, I don't think.
positive you
Also,
said-
5 doesn't sound like enough for this level of
check
creature.
just check the VOD then.
I'll
See
just
what
see
you...
what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Let me check. So what would
Right,
it be?
that's us.
be,
That's us sorted for the night. So
Yeah, I'll give you 7
investigatory
tokens.
session. Cheers to everybody that hung about.
Is that me?
Yeah, you.
Don't know if we'll play
'Cause
again
I feel
this
like I
next
never
week.
done it.
We usually only play like once a week.
No, because I
so
spent
we'll see.
tokens that I got inside.
Yeah,
Catch you
because
later.
that was the
Only
thing,
got
and that was before.